Well, thanks, Tony. It's good to see you.
How are you, Ira?
I'm fine. How are you?
Great.
You're heading, first of all, for the Government Inspector matinee at the Lyceum Theater. National Actors Theater. Yeah. It's alive and thriving and doing wonderfully.
It was very interesting to hear the talk with Wilbur Gould, the top laryngologist, because he's looked down more throats.
Has he looked down Tony Randall?
No, that's the funny thing. I always went to another man, but I was just telling him I've known him for a long time, and all the opera people went to the two men, Gould and Rexford.
Sure.
Yeah. And I realized one day when I was with Rexford, he looked up his records, and I hadn't been in 20 years.
Wow. You said you seldom are plagued with throat problems.
It's just been lucky. Yeah. I've never had those problems.
I have an annual bout of laryngitis. It's something I dread. I guess it's something I expect, but you don't have that problem. I mean, what do you do?
I don't know. I take good care of it.
Clean living.
Clean living, but also a lot of luck. But I asked my fellow, Dr. Rexford, who had also handled all the great opera singers back to the early part of the century. He was a much older man.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, when you look down their throats, you look down Caruso's throat, you look down Tita Rufo's throat, did it look any different than anybody else's? No, they all look exactly alike.
I've heard him say a throat is a throat, yeah. Tony, you know what I mean?
Those great voices, does the larynx look any... No, the same exact thing.
Let's talk about the Government Inspector, and as we do, we'll see some scenes, some still photographs from it on the stage at the Lyceum. This is a play by the Russian playwright Gogol.
Gogol. Well, we're in the business of doing the classics.
And here you are.
Oh. Yeah, and this is one of the world's great classics. Some people consider it the greatest of all Russian plays, which is saying quite a bit when you consider that Chekhov was there.
Yes.
But it certainly is the greatest Russian comedy.
Now, it pokes fun at officialdom, particularly Tsarist Russia, in the period in which it was written.
It seems to.
Yes. Well, it's a farce, and I guess you don't know what it's poking fun at, and you can apply any one of a number of interpretations. Is there anything for 20th century USA in it?
The play is about bureaucratic corruption, but that's not what the play is about. It's the funniest thing.
What is it about?
Self-deception.
Aha. People want to believe that this is a
government. People want to believe, and they believe it, and then he begins to believe it himself. And they all begin to believe a fantasy. And everybody in the play goes off into craziness.
All right, I'm sorry, I don't mean to interrupt you. We never have enough time. The next play coming up, the Government Inspector runs for another week, and then what?
One more week, and then we do The Flowering Peach by Clifford Odets, one of the great American playwrights.
Absolutely.
The first great playwright after Eugene O'Neill. And we have Ann Jackson and Eli Wallach, two of my best friends in that. So I'm very, very excited. That's March 8th.
All right. We are excited to have you here. You're going to tour with Jack Klugman in an Odd Couple revival.
You're winding up already?
We are.
I could talk for hours, Ira.
We're going to do that. We're just going to go off the air and do it. We had Tony Bennett on the Today Show, Tony Randall on our show. It's kind of a Tony Award day here. As a matter of fact, thank you for joining us.
Come to the Lyceum Theater. See one more week of our play. We have Lainey Kazan.
I know. It's a wonderful
I do think it's one of the funniest shows you'll ever see.
They're going to throw a dictionary at me here, Tony. We're going to have to break this off, but thank you for coming here. And we'll see you at the matinee today and get home in time for the Super Bowl this afternoon.
That's right. So long, folks.
Goodbye, Tony. Goodbye.